Alright. We need to... You keep it at my face when I'm talking though. We are making double chocolate brownies. I made them before. They turned out really, really good. But because it's the first time I ever made them, so I didn't want to make it and it really be messed up. But we're going to go ahead and make those. But while I'm cooking those, I got to keep an eye on the oven because I had some bananas left and they were about to the perfect banana bread stage. So I found a recipe for keto banana bread, so that's what I'm making just so they don't mess up. If y'all would like to see me cook the banana bread at some point, let me know in the comments below and I will make a note of that. Alright, we're going to get started on these double chocolate brownies. I've already got the butter in here. It's just softened, a little melted. But that is 10 tablespoons of butter. I know that's a lot of butter, but butter is a healthy fat, so we need it. Then we're going to add a half a cup of almond flour. There we go. Half a cup of almond flour. We're going to add 1/4 of a cup of cocoa powder. Now the cocoa powder, it only has 1 net carb in it. Like I was telling you before, you take your total carbs, subtract your fiber, and of course there is no alcohol sugar, so you ain't got to subtract it. So it makes it 1 carb, 1 net carb. Alright, we need 1/4 of a cup. Alright, go ahead and mix that in there. I'm going to mix some of this up so it's not chunky or anything. I've still got other wet ingredients to put in there, so it's not going to be too bad. And these did really turn out pretty well. My mom really liked them. The grandbaby really liked them. And I don't think I talked the husband to even trying them.
Yes! I did try them and they was good.
Did you try them?
Yes, I did. I tried them when you weren't looking.
Story of mine.
So yes, they was good and I forgot to tell you.
Evidently they were good. He did like them. Alright, let's see, we got that in there, we're done with that, let's move it out of the way. And it calls for 3/4 cup of monk fruit. It wants golden monk fruit, so I've got the golden and the classic, and I was reading on the ingredients and stuff, and I'm not seeing a difference besides the color. I mean, everything on the package is the same, so I have no idea. But monk fruit, the total carbs is 4 grams. There's no fiber, but the sugar alcohol is 4 grams. So there is no carbs in the monk fruit. So we need 3/4 of a cup of the monk fruit. I had just enough. Guess we're going to have to go back to the store for that. Alright, let's see. Where are we at? We need 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. Alright, this is a teaspoon, so we're going to do half of that. He's not in here to judge me, so it might have been a little more, might have been a little less. I don't know. Alright, let's get this mixed in good. If anybody is just hopping on, we are making double chocolate brownies. I've talked to several people, and they were wanting sweets, and I know sweets was a big thing for me when I first started keto, so that's one of the first things I started looking up was sweets to make, and this one is really, really good, so I figured I would share it. But let's see here. But if you are catching me live, which means the live button is at the top, let me know. Put a 1 in the comments. And if you're catching the replay, where, you know, the red dots are not in the comments, I'm sorry you missed me. But if you want to keep that from happening, first press a 2 below in the comments. And 3, go up to the corner, push my face, go to the 3 dots, and press follow, and you won't miss me next time I go live. Let's see here. Anybody say anything? You can read comments to me, bud, so I can talk to them. You can look at my face too. That'd be good. What's everybody saying?
Hey,
Who said hey? Tell me.
Taran, Ashley.
Let me see.
I can't read names, okay?
Let's see. James. I like to hear you. Ida's on there. Tammy. Trans one. Yep. Hey, how is everybody? I hope y'all had a good week. I'm glad it's finally Friday. It would be better if I didn't have to work tomorrow, but hey, it is what it is. I only have to work half a day. So that's not too bad. And if you're getting busy from the phone moving, my little brother is helping me. He is my cameraman. Alright, we need half a teaspoon of vanilla. Alright. Make sure that looks done. Let me get this out real quick. Alright, banana bread. We'll see how that tastes here in a little bit. Alright, let me mix the vanilla in. And that's about all the ingredients we needed. Let's see here. We put half a cup of almond flour, a fourth of a cup of cocoa powder, 3/4 cup of golden monk fruit. If you don't have the golden, the classic is fine. A half a teaspoon of bacon powder, a half a teaspoon, let me put the sea salt in there, a half a teaspoon of sea salt, 10 tablespoons of butter. Brownies like butter. A third of a cup of chocolate chips. Now with the chocolate chips, when I made these before, I put them in the batter, and when I cooked them, it all ended up, the chocolate chips ended up on the bottom. So when they cooked, everything was good, but the bottoms was a little mushy. So I think this time, instead of putting them in with the batter, I think I'm just going to sprinkle them on top of it when I get them in the muffin tin. Let's see here. And as far as the 10 tablespoons of butter, that is fine, because with keto, butter is one of your healthy fats. So you definitely need that in your diet. Alright, let's see here. Let's try to put these in here. Let's see. How many eggs? We ended up with 3 eggs. And a half a teaspoon of vanilla. You can put walnuts in it if you want to. It does call for half a cup of walnuts. But I'm one of those picky eaters that don't really like peanut or pecans or walnuts or anything like that in my stuff. Alright, let me grab something real quick to spoon this out. There we go. We'll just use this. I don't know where my ladle went, so we'll just have to use this. Which is fine. But it looks good. I mean, it looks really good. So, I already got my oven preheated. It's preheated to 350. And on the recipe, it don't tell me a time to keep it in there. So, I guess just until... Most people take the toothpick and stick in bread or muffins or anything. And then if it comes back clean, you know, they're done. If it don't come back clean, then you might want to leave them just a little bit longer. Alright, like I said, I've already sprayed the muffin tin, and I use the canola oil spray when I do stuff like this. It's just easier, and there's no carbs in it either. You don't have to get fancy and buy, you know, certain oils or anything. As long as it ain't got any carbs in it, you're good. I use what we use: canola oil, we use coconut oil, we use vegetable oil, and extra virgin olive oil. I do use that quite a bit when I'm cooking. You know, on the stove or something. This is kind of messy with the spoon instead of the ladle. We'll just have to wipe it off. But if you're just hopping on, for anybody, we just finished making double chocolate brownies. Anybody that has a sweet tooth and you're on keto and you want something sweet, these are definitely a good go-to. Let's see here. But if y'all, you know, I made a comment or a post on Facebook already, but if there's anything that you would like to see me try to cook or find a way to cook it keto, you know, keto style instead of the good carb-filled way, drop it in the comments and I will definitely look around and try to find it for you, and we'll try to make it together and see how it works. Turn it to my plate. Let's see here. But if you know anybody that could benefit from this recipe or anything, share it out for me. You know, I would like to know that I helped, you know, at least one person. Looks like I'm only going to be able to make 9 out of this one. That's fine. Not a big thing. But, kind of got stuck on it. Alright, let's put some chocolate chips on it. The best chocolate chips to get is Lily's chocolate chips. You can get them from, you want to get the dark chocolate, but you can get them from Walmart. Pretty much every ingredient I have got came from Walmart. It's like our go-to store for keto because they have a whole section of nothing but keto stuff. And my husband don't like change, so if they ever move that around, I'm in trouble. But like I said, you know, anybody that could benefit from this recipe, or you might like to try it, if you don't mind sharing it for me, that would be great. And let me know where you're coming from, because I really would like to know how far my video is reaching. Because it has reached, you know, quite a few places, and I'm just curious. Alright. Now you can show them there, right there. Alright, we are done. Now I just got to stick them in the oven. And like I said, on 350, it didn't give me a time, so I think last time I left them in there for about 10 to 12 minutes. You might have to leave them in there a little bit longer, but other than that, that is it. Like I said, if there's any recipe that y'all would like to see me make that is not keto, and I will definitely try to find a keto version, just drop it down in the comments, and I will definitely, for sure, try to get that for you. But that is it. Y'all have a great night. Love y'all.